Teacher, it's taking me forever to achieve English fluency. I don't know what to do. I've been studying English for many years and yet I am not fluent. If this is happening to you, if you feel like you've been studying English for a long time, let's talk about it, okay? More specifically, I want to show you 7 reasons. 7, you're giving me a reason. 7 actually. To explain why that is happening to you and some possible ideas to shed some light on what you can actually do so that you can achieve English fluency faster or at least notice change, notice improvement. That's what I want for you. And make sure to subscribe. I am Teacher Prix and I'm going to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. It is possible when you follow the proper method. But here we go, taking forever and a day. Forever and a day is actually an expression. It means to take a long time, forever and a day. So reason number 1, you're not going deep, bro or sis, whoever's watching. You're not going deep. Go deep. And I know it can be complicated because what is the meaning of going deep? Priscilla, I'm doing what I can. I'm doing whatever I know how to do well. And if you're feeling like you're never there, Priscilla, no matter what I do, I don't feel like I got there. This is also connected to reason number 5, okay? I will get to number 5. So going deep means you will need to challenge yourself, bro. Because if you're not, that means you're going to stay in this negative cycle of doing something that is too easy, then you feel a little too comfortable, then you move on to something that is too difficult, then you feel uncomfortable, then you go back to something easy, and that keeps going and going on and on and on until some people take a break, some people stop, then they get back, and you stay in this cycle, this really negative cycle. And the reality is, in order for you to notice how deep you're going, not how deep is your love, how deep is your love? You need to have a certain frequency if you want to be able to go deeper. So you start with something easy and then you keep going, okay? And number 5 and number 7, reason number 7 will help you understand. But if right now you're studying lessons that are too easy for you, you're always using subtitles or reading materials that are just really simple for you, or you keep using those TikTok videos, Instagram videos, and I have nothing against them because I myself make those videos, so I'm not saying they're bad. You're the one who needs to filter the material you use. In my program with my students in my academy, for example, I challenge them in each module. I give them a little more. I help them go a little deeper with the information they're studying, with their speaking practice, because they have to post their speaking exercise in every module for me to correct, with their writing exercise, the vocabulary work they do, the grammar work they do, the reading and the listening work they do. I am always going a little further, a little deeper. And this is what you need to have in mind when you study alone. If you study alone every week, you need to go a little deeper. You need to challenge yourself a little more if you want to eliminate that feeling that it's taking forever. I'm not changing, Priscilla. Nothing is happening. I'm not moving forward. I'm not making progress. What is wrong with me? Maybe you're not going deep. Tell me, do you relate to reason number 1? If not, let's go to reason number 2. You're using the wrong learning tools. Ooh, it burns, okay? Now, learning tools nowadays, some people say all you need is a phone and you're good to go. Just get a phone and you're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's dandy. But here, there's an infinite number of tools you can use. And that, my friend, is a problem, because when you have an infinite number of options, you get lost, especially as a learner, as someone who is studying the language, who is not a teacher, who doesn't follow a program. So guys, I am exhausted by the number of AI tools that become available every week in an attempt to make people's lives easier. Oh, here's this new tool. Here's this new tool that creates podcasts. This is the new tool that translates all the words simultaneously to 5 languages. Oh, this is a new tool that gets what you're thinking. and translates into another language. No, I'm just saying. It's just an exaggeration. But the truth is, there are many tools available, but if you use the wrong ones or if you use too many, you're not going to be there. You're not going to achieve the fluency you want to achieve. It is still going to feel like it's taking forever because at the end of the day, you will need to use your brain and your capacity to master the language. You will need to sit down with your impatience. You will need to sit down with your fear, with your anxiety, with your difficulties, with your troubles, and face the music. And the more technological gadgets you try to insert, the more complicated your journey is going to feel like and maybe become, because the number of materials and tools doesn't really matter. What matters is how consistent you are. Are you tracking your progress? This could also be another reason. I don't know if I inserted the reason here, but if you're not tracking your progress, how do you know it is taking forever? If you look at yourself 5 years ago to now, are you able to have more complicated conversations? This is a good way to analyze whether you're more fluent or not. Can I talk about this and that? Can I talk about what is happening in the world right now? If I turn on the television or the news on the phone, you name it, can I talk about what is happening? Could I just come here and talk about the fact that the Louvre has just been robbed? Like, unbelievable. Like, what? Can I sit down and have this kind of conversation? So this is how I like to track my progress. And there are many wonderful tools. Oh, just listen, use this tool to set a timer to help you become more productive to study. At the end of the day, you have to sit your butt on the chair, grab a piece of paper, pencil, and study. YouTube is a wonderful tool. You don't need to use many tools. It's YouTube or TikTok or Instagram. I prefer YouTube, to be very honest, to study. YouTube is a good tool. There are wonderful lessons, wonderful podcasts, wonderful videos, interesting materials, okay? And that's what you should be using. I don't know if we lost connection a little for a moment, but I am here. So think about that. Think about the tools you're using. Maybe you're using the wrong ones. And that leads me to reason number 3. You don't know or you don't understand how to use your learning channels in your favor. Now, when I say learning channels, I am not talking about YouTube or specific channels. I am talking about the brain and the 3 learning channels we have: visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. These are the learning channels that I am talking about, okay? And if you don't know how to use them, you won't know how to be productive with your study routine. Because each person, we all have these channels. We have visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. We have the 3 learning channels. And this is basically how we receive information and how we communicate with people. This is how we interpret the world. This is how we understand the world around us. So these are the learning channels. And the learning channels will impact our communication, will impact our interpretation of information, and will inevitably impact how we learn, how we receive information, how we understand information. So maybe to someone who is extremely visual right now, you're paying attention to my body language, to what I am wearing, to the visuals behind me, in addition to listening to me. If you're more like an auditory learner, then you're paying close attention to my voice because that matters to you. The quality of my voice matters. If you're more kinesthetic, you're paying attention to how this video makes you feel. How are you feeling right now, by the way, my kinesthetic people, huh? It's a challenge for you guys, right? So you need to learn how you learn. You need to understand how you connect with the world, how you connect with information. Otherwise, your journey to life will feel like it's taking forever. Your journey to English fluency will feel like it's taking forever. Your journey to getting the job you want will feel like it's taking forever. Your journey to getting promoted will feel like it's taking forever. Because you don't understand how you work. You don't understand how you process information faster. You don't understand how you memorize information faster. Simply because you don't understand your learning channel. Visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. And that is reason number 3. And many people get stuck here. And they will be going around and around and around in circles for a really long time. Simply because they don't have information. And that takes me to reason number 4, which is super connected to reason number 3, number 2, number 1. You lack guidance. I'm a teacher, and I'm here always selling my courses and talking about my programs because, that's what I do. That's how I pay my bills. But I have to be brutally honest with you. If you want to achieve results faster, you need guidance. It is a fact. And I know that because when I am studying other subjects in my life, I also seek guidance. Because even though the internet offers a lot of information for free, it is not enough. I come here, I don't give you everything you need to know. I don't share everything you need to know. I sell that in my program. I sell that in my private 101 lessons with my private students. I sell that in my ebooks. So all that information that is more organized, more efficient, that goes straight to the root of the cause to help you go further and go faster, that will require guidance. And guidance in many cases will require investment. And this is a continuous investment. I am sorry to break this to you, and you don't need to buy any of my courses, products. The links are in the description. I'm just saying that it is, whether you buy it with me or with someone else. You need guidance, and it's a continuous kind of guidance. Whether it is a course, whether it is an ebook, a material, invest. Make a way to invest in your education consistently, continuously. Because if you don't do that, you will always feel like you're not going anywhere. And in addition to that, be very careful with the materials you purchase, with the courses you purchase, with the guidance you purchase. Because technology and globalization will make it very appealing to you to purchase a $5 conversation class on some applications and websites out there. But are they good quality? That's a question you need to ask yourself. My one-on-one lessons are not cheap, but I know that I help my students achieve fluency much faster. My academy is not cheap either, but I know that in my program, in every module, they receive corrections and guidance and feedback. So seek proper guidance and be willing to invest in it, because this will help you achieve the results you're looking for much faster. And that takes me to reason number 5. I like this reason. This reason is good. And reason number 7, don't miss it because you're going to like it. Your understanding of fluency is blurred, okay? What is blurred? I'm going to show you with my camera what is blurred, okay? Pay attention. I'm going to change this right now just so you see what blurred is, okay? Let's see. This is blurred. Okay, excuse me. This is blurred. My God, what is that, teacher Prix? I don't see you. It's blurred. It's blurry, okay? This is what is happening to you right now. Your understanding of English fluency is blurred. You think fluency is something, but it's another. Oh my God, teacher Prix. Oh my goodness, explain that to me. Guys, yes. One thing that I always talk to my students about is fluency is communication, not perfection. And by the way, support the channel. Share this video with a beautiful soul. Subscribe to the channel. Most people who watch my videos are not subscribed, so I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. But hey, thank you so much simply for being here. But you have this misunderstanding of what fluency is, and you keep going on that chase. You will never win. You're running around in circles and you never get there. And guys, let me use another word for you. It's torture. It is torture when you feel like you're never there because you're there is unrealistic. Unrealistic. And this is a problem. If you don't understand what being fluent means, you will never get there, okay? Because fluency is being able to talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. I'm not talking about perfection. I'm not talking about knowing all the words. I am not talking about having the perfect accent. I don't have the perfect accent. I'm from Brazil. I make pronunciation mistakes. I sometimes make preposition mistakes. I sometimes confuse some words, or maybe I use a collocation that I shouldn't have. But if you ask me, Priscilla, are you fluent? Hell yeah, I am. And I still work on my English. I can't stop. I still study. I still do work. I still read in English. I listen to stuff in English. I work on my vocabulary, on my pronunciation and intonation. Because even though I've already achieved a fluency level of communication and comprehension, I know that there's always something to learn. And I don't get overwhelmed by that. I don't get stressed by that. Okay? And this is something you need to understand. Because if you misunderstand the concept of English fluency, then you will always feel like you're never there. Maybe you already are. Maybe you already use English at work and you understand people around you. You make mistakes. You make comprehension mistakes. You make vocabulary mistakes. But you can do this, you know? You're there. You're on the journey. Understand this as a journey. And this leads me to reason number 6. You give up when the going gets hard. Oh my goodness. Priscilla, right now, I'm not feeling good. I'm making too many mistakes. I'm not getting it, so I'm going to take a break. Or, Priscilla, I'm too busy right now. Things are complicated at work, so I'm going to take a break. Priscilla, I'm feeling stressed. I'm feeling overwhelmed. It's too difficult. I'm going to take a break. Congratulations. Your journey will feel like it's going to take forever, because whenever the going gets hard, whenever conversations get a little more difficult, or whenever you fail, you give up. You take a break. Maybe give up is too strong. You take a break. You stop for 2 months. Oh, it's summer, Priscilla. You know, summer is very short here in Canada, in America, in Australia, in England. So I need to take a break. Then you take a break. Then you come back and you feel like you're a little stuck. Then you go back to that feeling. It's taking forever. It's taking forever. But you give up or you stop when the going gets hard, or when you have different priorities. So you will have that feeling that nothing is going on. But it is. The only challenge is understanding that I can't just stop just because it's summer. I can go more easily, more slowly, but not stopping. When I say consistent, being consistent, guys, I'm not saying that in the summer when you want to go to the beach and enjoy ice cream and your friend's company, I'm not saying that you should still study for 2 hours a day and 3 hours a day and that's it. No, you will reduce. It's natural. Or maybe you're going through a difficult time with your family, something is going on. Of course you will reduce, but don't give up. Don't stop. Otherwise, you will lose your communication skills, you know, that the vocabulary won't come as smoothly, and you will have that feeling that nothing is going on, nothing is changing because it's taking forever, but you are improving. It's just that your consistency level is really low. And reason number 7. I talked about this using the wrong learning tools, but there's also something you need to understand, which is misusing technology. Maybe you don't use many tools, or you don't use the wrong tools. You actually use good tools. Priscilla, I use good tools, you know? I use ChatGPT. I use a Google, a good English dictionary. I use this other tool. I use Grammarly. You use good tools. Oh, I use these books from Oxford. I follow these channels from YouTube. So I'm using good tools. So what is wrong with me? Maybe you're misusing technology. Okay? And this happens a lot because nowadays, people are always dying to know what is the best tool they can use. And it may be a good tool, but are you using it properly? You know what is the best tool you're ever going to need? Your brain. Your brain is the best tool you will ever need to achieve English fluency. And this is my reason number 7, misusing tools, English tools. And in what sense, Priscilla? You're transferring responsibility to the tool. So you have this vocabulary app and you insert the new words and you insert the definition and examples, and then you think this is how you're going to remember. You set the reminder. Oh, okay, reminder, let me see the word. Oh, okay, the word is overwhelming. That's good. Okay, the word is remarkable. Okay, thank you. Oh, I study it. That's misusing the tool. That is not what is going to make you remember the word, but your action, how I use the word. So it's misusing the tool. Of course, I can set a reminder, but let's say I saw remarkable. Okay, how can I use remarkable? I'm using the reminder. It's a good tool. It's reminding me to review remarkable. At this moment, with 30 seconds, how can I use the word remarkable instead of only reading, oh, remarkable, amazing, great, okay, excellent. How can I use remarkable? I had a remarkable weekend. Yeah, that's actually true. My last weekend was remarkable. I watched a remarkable movie last weekend. This is using the tool properly. This is how you use technology. Technology gave you a notification. Hey, remember remarkable. Use it. All right, thanks for the reminder. I'm going to use it right now. ChatGPT is another one people are misusing. Don't transfer the responsibility to ChatGPT. You will not be able to have meaningful conversations with ChatGPT. You will be able to have those conversations with humans. Don't transfer the responsibility. Don't misuse the tool. ChatGPT is not your friend. It's an algorithm. It's tailored to say what you want to hear. Be careful. I'm not here to say what you want to hear. I'm not here to make you happy. I am here to make you fluent, to make you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime. And misusing technology will make you feel like it's taking you forever to learn English, to achieve English fluency. And your biggest tool is your brain. Remember that. Now, what do I need to do, Priscilla? Based on each mistake, I was giving a little bit of pieces of advice here to help you understand that, okay, I need to pay attention to how I use technology. I need to pay attention to what I am doing with technology. Otherwise, nothing is going to change. You do need proper guidance. So I recommend my academy. I think it's a good program. It'll help you study. It'll help you understand how to keep going. You know, you can join if you want to do it. If you want to do it, if you don't want to do it, it's fine as well. You know, no problems. I have other programs. I have my study plan. I have my listening mastery. But you will need some sort of guidance. But something that is really, really important. Remember the blurry when you don't see very well? That is, I think, the biggest reason here. If you're always chasing the impossible, if you're always chasing something unrealistic, if you watch a movie with Tom Cruise and you feel like, oh, I'm never going to talk like him, you will not. Let me break it to you. I don't talk like him. Oh, but Priscilla, I saw this fashion model that speaks perfect English and she's not American. Good for her. However, I don't know her story. I don't know how long she's been working on her English. I don't know. I don't have all the details, all the data to help me understand how she achieved that. But Priscilla, I saw this story of this guy who learned English in 3 months and he was talking like an American. Yeah, I don't know his IQ level. I don't know. I am very intelligent, guys. I have a good IQ. And it took me 6 months to learn English fluently. But if I tell you that in 6 months my English was like this, it wasn't, but I was fluent. See? It was not blurry. I had a clear understanding of what English fluency is. In 6 months, I was able to talk. I could talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime. Did I stop? Hell no, I'm still here. I'm still standing. Because the journey is continuous. The journey continues, it never ends. You need proper tools, proper guidance, and a proper mindset if you want to stay on the journey. I hope you enjoyed this video. Share it with a friend. But other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Beautiful soul. Bye-bye.